Okay, so it's New Year's Day. It's actually not that. It's about, what is it? Here in the Eastern Standard Time, 3:30, 4 in the morning after New Year's Eve day. But we're in the New Year's, right? So 4 hours in, and we're getting these videos going, and hopefully we can continue this throughout the whole year. So did one already on the Michigan offense. Now I want to do something on the Michigan defense. If you go to my podcast, it's a Power Spread Podcast with Drew Pagliari, kind of like the YouTube, you will see some big, huge podcast I did on breaking down Kalen DeBoer's offense. No, I haven't shown it on film. That has to be an off-season thing because that's going to be a ton of film. So I don't know exactly if I'll do that whole. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I did it in a huge podcast, just talking about Kalen DeBoer's brilliant offense. So why did I do that? Because so many people don't know what the heck's happening with Kalen DeBoer in Washington. They just think it's Penix, these receivers, and Kirk Herbstreit seems to think it's Ryan Grubb. But this is Kalen DeBoer and his genius, and I had to do it. Well, it's sort of why I showed a couple quick videos on Michigan. Michigan's not nearly as evolved or nearly as interesting schemes. They're nothing amazing, incredible. I mean, DeBoer's the best out there. I mean, in the NFL, it's McDaniel for the Dolphins, but DeBoer's even better than him. DeBoer is not getting his due whatsoever. But while this stuff's not anything amazing, it's good. Sharon Moore, in my opinion, is the best offensive coordinator Michigan's had. And I think Minter is doing a heck of a job. I know he's a Ravens dude. Harbaugh's brother's there. And he poached a couple defensive guys. He poached McDonald, who's now running the Ravens defense and doing a heck of a job. And it's very similar to Minter. They both do very, very similar things. It's interesting. Neither one of them is as aggressive as some of the, like Wink Martindale, the old Ravens guy, or even the guy who started that whole psycho defense and all that Ravens blitzing stuff, pressure packages. That was Rex Ryan, the son of Buddy Ryan, who was the first major blitzer. I mean, there were some guys in the past, but Buddy was the man, and his brother mixed it up. And I think Rob Ryan, the other brother's the real genius of the family, but nobody's given his due because he tries too many crazy things. Nobody wants to take a chance on him. And they're not crazy. It's just when you push the envelope, it can become unsound. But no risk, no reward. I love those people. They're the ones who evolve the game. But anyway, back to Jesse Minter. So his defense, it always shows like a too high look a lot of times. This looks almost like a Tampa, like a 3. But it moves into cover 1, cover 3. You've got quarters, you got cover 7, you've got cover 6. He does it all. You got Tampas, all kinds of Tampa 2, Tampa 7s, Tampa 4s, or Tampa. I mean, he's got all kinds of intricate stuff going on, and he mixes it really nice, and usually after the snap. And he does a lot of mixed pressure. Doesn't blitz a ton, but he blitzes and he mixes. And if he doesn't blitz, he does what I'm going to show you here, stunts and all kinds of stuff on the line. And the timing of his calls are impeccable. So I'm not saying he's the best coordinator out there by far. I'm not saying that. I kind of thought he was decent, but I'm more leaning toward, no, he's really good. He's really good at what he does, and it's fascinating. I think he has more to go. I mean, he's young, so it's going to be interesting. But also the other thing, a lot of talent, especially in the defensive line and the linebackers here and the front 7, but some good talent in the backfield. They have a lot of talent on defense. Michigan, again, underrated, just like Washington in this playoffs. And I just want to show, this is not a big deal. This is the last play of the Ohio State game. And got a little something to say about Mr. McCord, who left. But anyways, so this is a draw up. This guy's name is, what's this guy? I forget his name. I'll put it down in the link because I had it now, the coordinator or something. But I want to make sure to let you guys know this guy. He has some good stuff. I like his breakdowns. But anyway, so he's showing a little, what do we have? A corner route. Classic, Ryan Day's a West Coast guy, pro style. Spreading the field after the snap. And there's the stunt. You see the stunt happening. Actually, there's 2 stunts. Wait, 1. Yep. I think there's a double stunt on each side. Not a huge, again, Minter, like Sharon Moore, doesn't do anything crazy or super evolved, but just does really good stuff that wins football games, especially if you have talent. Now, I think The way they're showing this, yeah, this is a cover 6. See this guy? Okay. So don't worry about all the lines here because I'm not going to copy off this guy anyway. I'll just do my own thing. But this guy's going back into a cover, like the half field, cover 2. He's going to sit like a cloud. And these guys are quarters, so that's 4. So that's 6. 2 plus 4 is 6. So over here, he's got a quarter, but it's not just cover 4 because he's going to come up aggressively here. That's why they're showing this guy will come up and take this crosser. What you have when you have like a quarters, the best thing to do is double post. Everybody knows this. This is actually going to be a post and a dig over here, and because it leaves this as a one-on-one matchup with a lot of field open. That's what this guy's showing with this. Okay, so that's McCord's first read. As soon as he sees an aggressive safety like this, he kind of figures it's going to be a quarters or a cover 6. And McCord made the right read, and just a little slow as he has been this year. Just a tad slow on the release. That's it. But on decision, really. A little. I don't know about his release as much as just his decision making. But so there we go. Let's go to this view, this angle. So again, real good job by this guy here on the video here showing the eyes. So there it is. Boom. Yep. Here we go. We got this safety coming up. So he'll take that first post. Okay. Of course, this little corner is going to occupy these guys over here. And there it is. Safety's taking the post. Okay, so now what we really want to show under here, okay, I'm never going to use this again because I have a lot of pausing going on here. If I just need to do my own thing. Okay, cool. But let's take a look at this stunt. I mean, this is the right read by McCord. Got the post, and this dig route's going to be wide open to Harrison. Perfect. Okay, he's reading it right away. Again, I would have liked him to look off a little bit, but he didn't even need to do that. It's okay. The big problem is right here. Check this out. I'm going to zero in. Okay, Jalen Harrell, great edge rusher. I'm telling you, Michigan has a heck of a defensive line. It's underrated. It's better than Georgia's, I'm telling you right now. And it's going to be the best Bama's faced. And they have their guy Proctor at left tackle. This is Bama I'm talking about. But this is Ohio State, but I'm talking about Bama has a great big recruit in Proctor, true freshman, and a guy Booker who was a big recruit last year. And these guys have come on of late. Okay, but they still can be burned in this kind of a situation. Look at this big stunt. Harrell just slashes in, and look at the left tackle step on the left guard's foot. This is Ohio State's best lineman, their left guard Jackson. Steps on his. I couldn't understand what was going on, why he got blasted like this, because he's a strong dude. This is why. He steps on his foot. You can see it right there. Look at that. Watch this. Down goes Jack. And there's Mason Graham coming around very fast for a defensive tackle. These guys are good aggressive schemes. We've got a stunt going on over here. We're going to have trouble with this stunt over here too. And before you say, well, Ohio State's O-line stinks, don't look at that bowl game. The bowl games are a joke, okay? I mean, if you're analyzing, I'm not saying it's a joke for the team. Ryan Day has some stuff to figure out. I'm saying it's a joke for if you're going to analyze. You're going to waste your time looking at games like this. This is Ohio State showed up for this game. So, no, their offensive line was decent. It had gotten a lot better by the end of the year. Not so good in the beginning of the year, but it got better at the end. The bowl was a fiasco. So here you go. That I never saw all year. Donovan Jackson getting on his butt. That's crazy. But he got stepped on the foot. But because these guys are so active, so quick, a nice little stunt. So again, I'm not showing anything earth-shattering. I'm showing you something that could happen to Bama. This could happen to Bama, those big hosses in the middle. And you're doing stunts like this and stuff. This stunt got picked up well on the other side, looks like. So there goes McCord. He's reading. See, oh, he did sort of look to the left quick again. I see he's looking around a little bit. Then he's looking over here. See, right away, he probably should have known this was going to be the deal. But I don't mind the looking like he's looking off, but I think he's looking to actually think, should I do this or should I do that? But he shouldn't be thinking of any of that. Right away, you see this guy's going to take this guy out of here and this dig will be there. So go ahead and look people off, but then bam, this ball needs to come out now. It needs to already, that arm needs to be up in the air already. Then the ball's out right now, and then he takes a big hit. Yeah. This ball needs to be, his arm needs to be up here right now, about to release the ball. Just a tad too slow, but still, you can't really, you know, this has a lot to do with it. You can't really say Harrison stinks because of this, you know. Yeah, she's showing how this defensive end is about to crush him. I don't know what he's saying. All right, here we go. I'll never do this again. This takes too long. Okay, yeah. Ball comes out too slow. Look at that. That ball needs to be up by his head right now, about to be released. Now it's up by his head, and he's about to get smacked. He couldn't step into it. He floats it, and that's a shame, too, because he took so long to read. He took too long to read. And had he gotten rid of that, look at Harrison on the dig, open like we said he would be. And that guy's playing a little too far off. He should be more aggressive, but it's because it's the end of the game. That's what happens at the end of the game. That's why teams drive a lot in the end of games. So now he's open, but because it's a floater, he got hit. Good job by Moore to come off the safety, but never would have been there. Never. That ball's already out and not floating, and that ball's to Harrison probably right around at the hash mark, right around there. That ball's in there. Harrison, you know, I don't know if he gets tackled. He gets some more big gain. I don't know. I mean, 20 seconds left, and Ohio State has a real chance to get in the end zone after that. So, just to show you about the whole McCord thing. McCord wasn't nearly as bad as people said, but he wasn't nearly as good as we had hoped either. He wasn't progressing fast enough, but he took a lot of flack. The whole thing was a fiasco, the way they handled it. But that's Ohio State. As far as Michigan, great culture. There's no problems going on there right now, even with all the cheating scandal. They're all coming together. With the big injury to their guard, Minter, they're all coming together. It's us against the world. And with stunts like this, and aggression like this, and talent like this, and talent, look at the linebackers, the big drops they made there. Talent in the backfield, and all the good mix by Minter. This defense going to be tough. Sharon Moore if Sharon Moore, it's going to be about his offense. He needs a great game plan and a great play calling game. And if he does that, Michigan will get the points they need, and Michigan can win this game because of this defense and this defensive line.